Next up,
and you know,
on
I
the
feel bad for
R&D
Stephen
podcast.
A.
He the last one.
Stephen A. vouched for Shannon Sharpe.
He did. He's
I remember
literally
when he
last
first
guy.
came, he was like, he went to the bosses, put his name on the line. Bro, and I ain't gonna hold you. Shannon the whole time at ESPN, he had that Instagram live video, remember?
Oh yeah, the Instagram live situation.
And then now he got this. No, Stephen A. like, man, I brought this man up in here and he making the news for all the...
For all the wrong reasons.
For all sexual reasons. Like every time this man in the news is something about him clapping cheeks or doing whatever. And now he fired. Yo, what's good, y'all?
What's going on, everyone?
Welcome to another episode 63.
Episode 63 of the Straight Up R&D podcast.
Yes. I know it's been a little bit since we recorded, but
Oh yes.
you know, life gets in the way sometimes, but we still coming at you with that content. Do the intro, bro.
Yeah.
Can never
Is this a Straight Up and R&B podcast, or we give it to you real, raw, and uncut? And without further ado, the number one rule on this podcast is we do not give a fuck about your feelings
at all, but we love the support. You know, we had 300 subs.
Yes, sir.
Hopefully by the time y'all see this, we at 3-0 something.
Yeah, 30 something. Hey, we getting there.
You know what I mean? We love the growth. Y'all checking into our long form videos.
Yeah.
Shorts still doing good. So yeah, man, y'all with us in the beginning, and you're gonna see the channel grow.
You're gonna see the channel grow, and you know, once we start getting bigger, we're gonna start giving out some giveaways on some merch that we got in the labs right now. We're working on. So yeah, you gotta stay tuned, and we know the real ones. We know the real ones. But we got some real pressing issues right now with one person I am absolutely disappointed with. Like,
Yeah.
yo, he talked a big talk. You see what I'm saying? He talked a big talk, and like now it's looking like a pile of shit right now.
Pathetic, yo.
And the one guy I'm talking about is Dr. Umar. Dr. Umar.
Bro, I remember I used to support this man back in the day. Because, you know, as anybody could see, I'm black. We're black. He was like trying to be one of those prominent voices for the black community. Like, yo, we could do better. We could build our own communities, our own schools. And the reason I was behind that, because as y'all know, we're from New York. In Brooklyn, you know, certain groups like the Hasidic Jews have their own community, and they prosper in that. Mm-hmm. So I was thinking, like, man, we could do that for ourselves also. Like, we could build our own community and prosper in that. So he was actually, like, trying to lead that charge, like, hey, let's start with our own school. I've been following that man for years. Now, he does have a school. It's not open. Don't know the progress. He keeps saying, like, hey, this has to be done, then it's open. This got to be done, then it's open. It's still not open. And now you come online. This looks so fucking weak to me. You come online, basically telling people your FDMG account is compromised. So you telling people who sent you money, their money is gone. And I guess your personal bank account is gone also, is compromised. And now you're online asking for donations. Do you know how that even looks? You don't have a credit card to say, hey, while I'm getting my bank situation together, I have a credit card that I can use until I have access to my bank account again. So I'm like, you don't have a credit card as a grown, however old man, you don't have a credit card? And like, how can you even come online and ask people for money when you've been asking for money for so long, and now you're gonna be like, hey, now I need some more money because I need to live my everyday life.
Dude, then where's your job? Like,
get a job.
So, look, under this whole thing, I thought he was working, like, you know, have some other side jobs or something that he's racking in some money aside from receiving the donations. I wouldn't have thought that his entire process is 100% off donations. And that tells me he was living off of the donations that people were giving him. Because if you don't have any money to go buy something to eat or get some water or pay your bills, then that means the money that people are giving you, you're using it for your own personal lifestyle.
Yeah.
That's what that tells me.
I was thinking he probably was getting money from, like, if he do like a, like a speech or something, he probably was getting money from that. Like, hey, we're booking Dr. Umar.
In even the interviews on podcasts that he going on.
That's how I think that's what he was doing to support himself. But he don't have like a 9-to-5 or a regular job. And look, if you don't need it, fine. But I mean, the money people gave you was compromised. You saying your personal bank account was compromised, and now you have access to no money. And I'm not even trying to blame you for the situation. Well, I guess I am. But it's like, I'm not saying, like, anybody could go through fraud and they're like, hey, we have to shut this down. But it just looks so weak and pathetic that you've been asking people for money for all these years. For a school that's not open.
Since like 2009. Like, I don't know. This guy's been around, like, talking about this stuff for a long time. And then you want to have the audacity to come online like, hey, I need y'all to donate to my PayPal or whatever the fuck he said. Apple Pay, PayPal, Zelle, all this other stuff. I'm like, how can you get PayPal money from people? That means you got to have an account.
That's so...
And to friggin' disburse the money, it's got to go to your real bank account. Like, yeah, you can get a PayPal credit card and all that other stuff, but it's just still sus to me. Like, it's just something that just doesn't sound right. And when I think about it some more and I'm looking into it, and when I hear him speak, he's like, oh yeah, there's some fraud or something. Like, that's either you is tying yourself up in with some fraud or somebody trying to send you X amount of money into your account or something. I don't think it's somebody came and hacked his account and he don't have no control over his money. I think he's probably getting money from somebody that he ain't supposed to be getting money from or doing some shady shit. And then the bank put it as a red flag. Like, dude, what is this? We're going to freeze your account.
Yeah, because that's what I was thinking. I'm like, if you go through fraud, like, if you see fraudulent transactions on your account, I don't think they would just freeze it. I could be wrong.
Give you a new card.
Give you a new card or like say like, hey, let's put the remaining funds, let's put it to another bank account while we investigate. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure if they would just freeze it like that. So it just sounds so fishy.
Especially if it's your main account. Yeah.
That's what he said. He said he had that account since he was a teenager. So that's been his main account for a long time. So that's what I'm saying. They froze the FDMG account and your personal account. They froze everything.
Everything.
So, like, bro, it just looks so...
Unless you're a criminal, that's when they freeze all your accounts.
Yeah.
That if you really think about it.
You're right.
Look, I got more than one bank. How many banks you got?
I got 2.
I got 2, too.
Yeah.
So, it's like, you get one, you having issues with one, all right, you got your backup. Or you got another one you could, figure out and finesse how to, maybe you're traveling and one card gets locked because... you're in another country and they got to unlock it for whatever amount of hours. All right, whatever. I have my other card for emergency. You know what I'm saying? Like, for him to not have anything or all of his accounts is frozen, that does not sound normal. Like, that means you're doing illegal shit and they locked your locked access to your account.
Exactly. I would think a person of his stature, a person that's in the public eye, will have more than one bank account. Or more than one bank. And like, how do you just don't have a credit card? That's the thing I'm not understanding.
Dude.
Your main account, like your debit card could be done. It's like, all right, my bank account is frozen. I don't have access to liquid cash. But I have a credit card that I could use in the meantime. So you telling me like, you don't even have that? Like, who doesn't, a man his age who don't have a credit card?
Bro. And another thing that's weird, he would tell people to send money on Cash App.
Yeah.
So if you have a Cash App debit card, right, you should have had, because you have FDMG on Cash App or whatever, and Apple Pay and all this stuff, you should be able to use the money from there to continue whatever you need to do. You should not be mixing personal finances with a business that you're doing. A business owner doesn't put their personal card, their personal stuff to run a whole business. You know what they do? They go to the bank. They say, I want to open a business account, which is separate from their personal account.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever financial thing he's doing, it sounds like it's fraud. I'm sad to say, I don't want to prematurely say a lot of the like he's scamming, but
It sounds like it.
it sounds like it. It looks like it. It just doesn't make sense. You know, like it's gotta be it. And you know, I was for the movement. You know, the Snow Bunny crisis he talked about, all of that stuff. Like he's saying shit that makes sense, right? Like the movement wise, and building a school for the boys, and then eventually doing one for girls. Like I get it. But now, like, the way you're going about it, this damn school we've been hearing about for so long. And I was like, yo, well, at least he got the school. Oh, well, you know, he's trying to do X, Y, and Z. But now it's just not looking good. You looking just like an Al Sharpton. You know what I mean? Like, you looking at them other dudes that's trying to finesse black people for money. You know, like, I don't know. I don't like it, Dr. Umar. You got to figure that shit out ASAP.
Yeah, he's getting a lot of blowback for it. It just looks... It just looks so scamish, man. It looks like you're just untrustworthy. Like, people send their hard-earned money to you because they're like, all right, somebody's want to do something for our people. And then come online like, hey, I lost it? How is anybody supposed to trust you again? You know what I mean? It's like, first of all, with me, if I donate money to you, that means you had to do a lot of convincing. And you have to really sell me on whatever your mission is. Because I'm very untrustworthy to donating to people. Mm-hmm. To people and causes. Because I don't know where my money is going. Because you can say, oh, hey, donate for this cause. And I donated, and next thing you know, we're using money for something else. Like, BLM. People donated to that. Went to mansions and cars and all that type of stuff.
In Canada.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like... It takes a lot of convincing to me to be like, hey, donate this money here. So, and I imagine there are some people like that. They probably watched them over the years. He eventually won them over.
Yeah.
He went to HBCUs and did speeches. So people were like, you know what? Let me donate to this man because it seems like he's a guy, good character. Seems like he cares about us. Then you go online and say this shit. That trust is broken, bro. It could have took you months, years to build up trust from people externally. And now that one video, thing. Bro, the trust is done. So now he can make a video tomorrow. Hey, I got access to the bank account now. Now I would think, I would be like, after all that blowback, after everybody saying how this is some sucker shit, now you got access to your bank account now?
I would find that to be sus.
You see what I'm saying? So it's not going to look good either way.
Because that could have been a ploy to just get more people to send money to you. You know, that could have been like, oh man, yeah, he's having issues and da-da-da, we need him. Let's send him more money. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could be a ploy for that.
It would be one thing too. If he said like, look, I'm down right now. Y'all can give me money, but I'll pay y'all back once my account opens up. Let's just say people send you $1,000. You should have a record of who sent what.
True.
You should be like, listen, I'm going to send that money back because you helped me during these times. There is no way you should just look for a handout, bro.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I'm just thinking, like, as a man, bro, like, there is no way you even voice your struggles like that.
He should have kept that. He should have kept that to himself, honestly. That should have been kept to himself. Just like, all right, the accounts are frozen.
Straight to the internet?
And you go straight to the damn Instagram live, TikTok live to go and talk about this shit. Like, you should have been like, all right, let me keep it on because again, public image, public perception. You don't want people to think that, oh man, this might come off as if I am scamming. Like, let me not say nothing. So in the end, I think he is scamming. Like, I hate to say that. But it really sounds like he was scamming people all this time. This dude was on the news. He was on Breakfast Club, Big Boy TV, all these things. You would think he's, making strides. You would think money shouldn't even be a thing. You would think he would have someone managing in his account. But he don't. So he just got exposed, basically. He got exposed.
He got exposed, bro. It's very disappointing, man. It's very disappointing. It just reminded me again of like, I know I brought up BLM. It's like, you give black people hope, and that hope is just snatched away. And it's like, damn, somebody who we thought was for us, not scamming, had that hope, and now it's snatched away. It's like, bro, every time I feel like, all right, it's somebody trying to do something, or just some organization trying to help.
It's like people. Skeptical.
Yeah, and think about it in the future now. Like, if somebody else want to come up and say, like, hey, I want to do something for the community, I need no donations. People going to be like, man, we did this a couple times already, and it ain't turned out well. So, like...
BLM, this guy, Dr. Umar, and all the other little organizations.
But there's some people who remember that, like...
Oh, yeah. I ain't, look, just for the record, I ain't donate $1, a penny to Dr. Umar or BLM.
Yeah, same here.
I'm going to tell you that. I'm going to be 100. And I'm not ashamed to say it. I could like the movement, support what he's saying, but like I don't have to donate. There's different ways you can support. It doesn't always have to be financially. Mm-hmm. It don't always got to be financially. But again, that's two cases where the black people that believed it and donated got burned.
They got burned, bro. So, and I'm pretty sure. Well, I don't know what Umar. But I'm pretty sure there was probably white people who donated to him. Like, hey, I know I'm not black. But
yeah, definitely.
I still want to support.
Definitely.
And it was white people who supported BLM.
A lot of white people.
You think now because they got burned, they're going to support another black movement? Unfortunately, that's how some people are. It's like, hey, you strike me down once. I tried. And
look, they done with the black movement bullshit, to be honest. They on that Palestine shit now.
Oh yeah,
they on that free Palestine shit now. So that's where these white people gonna be donating their money and all of that shit too. And I don't blame them, because at least that is a real strategy that's happening out there, which still needs to be corrected. But I'm not gonna derail this topic. But in the end, Dr. Umar, I'm sorry to say this, but hey, I'm jumping off the ship right now. You know what I mean? I'll take the life raft on my own with this shit.
Bro,
now.
open up the school, bro.
Yeah, open the school.
That's it. Like, you got the bill. And
how the hell would you pay the staff if your bank account is frozen? What if the school was open right now and the account was frozen? What?
I can't cut any checks at the moment.
Shut the school down?
They will walk right out. We can't. Oh, you telling me I'm working for free right now? Hey, send them kids home with some packets. And I'm out. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just, I don't know, man.
That's like, think about it. If the school was open today or last week before he announced it, his accounts are frozen, blah, blah, blah. How you gonna pay the light bill?
Oh yeah, I think
how you gonna pay the
video
gas?
Too. Like, he's gonna be running over on some bills.
How you gonna pay that shit?
Can't.
How you gonna get the food and the staff and payroll, and how are you gonna do that? You don't have the money. It's frozen because you're running it from your personal account. Get the fuck out of here. That's a lie. That's a lie. Any business is not being run from someone's personal account. Like, legit LLC is not being run from somebody's personal account, especially for taxes. Especially for fucking taxes, because you're going to write shit off for your business. Mm-hmm. So it's like, he's lying. He's lying. And all these people that was watching and commenting, and believe in him, they don't understand how the shit work. That's like, there's a level of ignorance on people who supporting him that just believe it. And then there's people like us that, yeah, this shit just don't sound right and things are not adding up. It's a fucking scam, bro.
Man, when I saw that video, I was just more disappointed than anything. I wasn't even mad at first. I was just like, damn, man. I was like, come on, bro.
Yeah, and then you say disappointing. Let's add another disappointing ass motherfucker to the chat.
It's been a rough week.
Yo, it really has. It really has. Let's bring another disappointing ass dude to the center of the congregation right now, yo. Shannon Sharpe. Shannon Sharpe. The dude that was messing around with this little white girl, OnlyFans, whatever this girl is. I don't know. I don't even know her name. I don't. We covered her a few weeks back. She's not that important, but apparently She took him to court for some bread because Shannon Sharpe I think he was signing like a $50 million deal.
$100 million.
$100 million deal.
Right before that girl wanted to sue him, I think maybe a couple of days, he was getting ready to announce a $100 million podcast deal. Gone.
Done. So now she took him to court. He made a statement during the time that he's going to fight, that he knows a lawyer or attorney that is representing that girl. You know, he tried to defame Diddy and Jay-Z and all these high black men. He tried to throw in they're attacking rich black celebrities or rich black people, right? All right, sure. You know, a lot of black people like to throw the black card when they're the victim. But, you know, boom, I'm going to fight it. You may have a video. You could release the full video, this, that, and the third. Fast forward to now. Oh, you hear this dude come up with a settlement with the same girl. He said he's going to fight, like, in court. Settlement. And the rumor is she got about 30 mil.
Yeah.
People saying she got 30 mil.
She got money, man. Originally, what was reported before it blew up, I think Shannon was like handling this for a while. Because before it got announced, he tried to offer her $10 million just to like go away. But then her lawyer was like, oh, hell no. We're going to wait it out.
More. You can get more.
And then we're going to put this in the public now. She
put
got
that pressure
more.
on him.
She got more. She got more, but at the detriment of this man's career. And, you know, like, bro, the way I feel about it, it's like, I'm not trying to victim blame. But the reason why I'm so mad and disappointed in Shannon, because if y'all see his show, he scolds Ocho Cinco a lot. That he got nightcap. Oh, you know, I remember Ocho Cinco was late. Oh, you're not serious. This is how you late to your own show. Basically coming off like, yo, I'm better than you. I'm more successful than you. You know what I'm saying? He always goes online and say like, you know, you got to do this in life. You can't hang around the wrong people. Coming off like as somebody who's learned a lot in life, who learned their lessons and giving wisdom to the youth or wisdom to people listening to this podcast. Come off as somebody who knows what the fuck they're doing.
Bringing some level of professionalism to it.
Yes, and then you do this shit? Like, bro, you're 50-something years old. Again, he didn't do nothing illegal. I do think he got scammed, but he didn't do nothing illegal. But at the same time, think. You're trying to hook up with a 19, 20-year-old. You don't think this is something you should not do?
Especially in this day and age that we live in.
You got all this money. She's an OnlyFans model. OnlyFans model. You don't think that there's some potential risk there? She ain't got shit to lose. You got contracts to lose, sponsorships to lose, ESPN to lose, your podcast with that $100 million. You got so much on the line to lose that you didn't think like, hey, you know what? Let me not even go around that. Bro, you didn't even follow your own advice, the own wisdom that you give off to people. And now you're in this terrible hole. And shoot, I mean, I guess it's easier said than done. It's easier to say because I'm not in that position. I do not want to be in that position. I would have fought that shit to the cows came home.
Yo, I mean, you done got fired at ESPN. So you might as well just continue to fight. Yo, you mind fixing that? Yeah, slide it the other way. There we go. All right. But nah, like you gotta fight that tooth and nail. You know what I'm saying? Like shift
Prove your innocence.
Shift your money around, you know what I'm saying? Like try to report less than what you have, so you don't give her as much money. You know what I'm saying? Like he didn't play it out right, and I think he was ashamed. Obviously, there's some shame in it.
I think he just wanted to get it
and
over
he
with.
wanted to get it over with, and he thought, hey, maybe if I just get it over with, ESPN will still keep me on the contract. I'll still be able to get paid. You know, boom. ESPN gave him the middle finger. They said, nah, we don't want that. We don't want that.
That's what I thought too. I was like, he probably like, look, the sooner I could get this done with, the sooner I could get back to ESPN.
Yeah.
As soon as that thing was done, ESPN, all right, that's done. Yeah, you ain't
Look what
coming back here.
happened to Rachel Nichols. She had a situation. She had a situation where she got tied up with, like, she was sleeping with basketball players. I don't know. She was sleeping, like, she had something with Jimmy Butler and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
ESPN booted her ass out. She got booted out. Ain't the other one Joy? Was it her
Joy
name?
Taylor.
Joy Taylor? Didn't she get mixed up with something with Skip and all that? Is she still on the show?
No, she fired.
Exactly. They don't play that shit. They don't play it. Once they hear like you in some sort of scandal where you sleeping with somebody else, you're out.
But Joy though, I mean, that whole show got canceled. Everybody got fired. And she was the leading headliner. But that's the thing.
They did an investigation and they probably found more people was in.
But that's the thing though. Like, even if you cancel the show, they could have kept her as an employee. You know what I'm saying? Like, shows get canceled all the time.
But that's because they found more shit.
Yeah, I think they're like, you know what, Joy, even though you've been with us for years, because she was on the original Undisputed with Shannon and Skip. She's been there for a while. She has like a brand in that organization. But they just let her go. You know how many people, like, for instance, Skip been around in ESPN before. They canceled the show. They're like, hey, Skip, we're just going to put you in another show. They do that with her. They're like, yo, you get up out of here.
Yep.
And yeah, I think Shannon wanted to stay at ESPN, but bro, it would have been weird seeing him on live TV.
After hearing all of that.
It was like, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
and not only that, all of his viewers, like people who tune into Shannon or watch the show because of Shannon, they're going to hear that news. So it's not like there's going to be people who are completely oblivious to the stuff he does off air. They're going to know. TMZ, everybody talking about it. Like, you scrolling on social media, everybody knows.
And yeah, and Disney owns ESPN. Disney probably thinking like, yo, we don't want to deal with the blowback. There might be people like, oh, how can you keep, you know, somebody who's been accused of these things?
Or dating 19, 20-year-old.
That alone.
That raised red flags. Let's be
Bro,
honest.
can you imagine you walk into a building, your co-workers, fathers who got daughters that are probably around that age, and they look at you like, they will look at you completely different. Like, if I have a daughter around that age, 19, 20, and you got caught doing that, I'm going to look at you like, bro, like,
yeah,
you got some issues.
Look at him sideways.
They won't be comfortable around him because they just going to think about their kids.
And people ain't going to forget that.
Bro,
they're not going to forget that.
ESPN like, yo, we can't. And, you know, I feel bad for Stephen A.
He the last one.
Stephen A. vouched for Shannon Sharpe.
He did. I
remember when he first came, he was like, he went to the bosses, put his name on the line. Bro, and I ain't gonna hold you. Shannon the whole time at ESPN, he had the Instagram live video, remember?
Oh, yeah, the Instagram live situation.
And then now he got this. No, Stephen A. like, man, I brought this man up in here and he making the news for all the...
for all the wrong reasons.
For all sexual reasons. Like, every time this man in the news, it's something about him clapping cheeks or doing whatever. And now he fired.
People was thinking he was gay, you know what I mean? And I think that's why that video came out, because he wanted to prove that he wasn't.
Yeah, bro.
Without directly, but like, I don't know. People do whatever the hell they want to do now. Who cares? But it's a bad look.
Yeah, it's a bad.
It's a bad look right now. It's a bad look. And look, the only person left is Stephen A. Stephen A, you better keep whatever you got going on, Stephen A. You better be doing it the right way. Double check, triple check yourself. All right, because from the last time I heard. He's dating or he don't got nobody. He got a daughter. I think he got a daughter.
He got a daughter. She came out, actually, he put it on ESPN one day or on his Stephen A. Smith show. I saw the clip. She's funny.
Yeah, she's funny. I saw her. She was like, she went courtside with him one time. And like, I don't know if it was after the finals games or something, but she was there talking too. But whatever he got going on, you better keep it on the straight and narrow. Because he got his ESPN deal. He was one of the highest paid.
Bro, he got a $100 million contract.
Yeah, he's
NFL
the highest
athlete contract.
Yeah, he's the highest paid ESPN employee.
Without a doubt.
Highest paid. And he has his own show and radio talk show. So he's making some good ass money, man. You know, so I know he ain't gonna screw that up. He better not screw it up.
Better not. Shit,
better
bro.
not. Cause he the last one. He the one that made me ever watch ESPN, to be honest. He was so freaking hilarious.
Bro, think about what Shannon lost. Now, on Breakfast Club today, Charlamagne was saying, it was reported he was making around $6.5 million at ESPN. Lost that deal. Had a $100 million podcast deal coming in. Lost that. You had to give this girl somewhere around 30 to 35 million. You lost that money at your account. You lost sponsorships. When you go on his show, when you looked at his show from like previous episodes on Nightcap, you would see all the sponsorships above him. Those are gone.
Damn, they pulled out.
Yeah, those are gone. So like you would see like, I can't remember the sponsorship name, but he got his own logo. You would see other logos. Mm-hmm. You just see his logo. Sponsorships gone. He lost.
Does he still have the DraftKings? I know he did that on Club Shay Shay.
I don't know. I don't know if he still got that. Bro, like, it's all gone. Because you couldn't control your sexual desires, I guess. You couldn't say, you know what? I'm 50-something years old. Let me not go meet up with this 19-year-old. Now he got to basically start from the bottom. I don't know. Like,
I mean,
at least he got his own show.
I mean, he's still getting his retirement money from the NFL. He should be getting money from that still.
It ain't that much money.
All right, but it's something to keep. It's something to keep you off. You know, you won't be living on the street. You know what I'm saying? People can't call you broke.
Yeah. You
know,
won't be living on the street.
But at the same time, like, he really screwed himself up. He had a lot going on for him. Cause even like to me, when all of this stuff started to blow up with him, especially after the Cat Williams episode, I was like I never saw him on the level of a Stephen A. But was he entertaining to watch?
Hell yeah.
Yes, without a doubt. But I never thought of like him, like he will take off on his own podcast. I never saw that. I thought he was just entertaining for the sports. But then when he's trying to merge into the journalism and the interviewing, I was like, okay, he got Kai Cenat and all these people on his show. Cool. But I personally didn't see, oh, wow, he's like a Joe Rogan. I never saw him like a Joe Rogan like a black Joe Rogan. Mm-hmm. I'm like, okay, yeah, this is some dude that everybody's familiar with. But to see that he would have got $100 million sponsorship podcast deals and ESPN deals, like, I was like, damn, like, he's bigger than what I thought he was. But then for you to do some stupid shit like that, to screw it all up, and then double back when you said you was going to fight tooth and nail in court, bro, why not fight tooth and nail in court? That means it was much worse things going on. That means he was probably on the level of a Diddy.
Yeah, it's probably not much he could have defend, I guess. I don't know, bro. Like, it's... Bro, like, he should have let it all.
At that point, he was better off just letting everybody hear the details in his situation with her in court. Just like how everybody know what Diddy was doing with Cassie and all that stuff. He was better off just saying, screw it. I'm going to lose the deal anyway. I'm going to lose this money anyway. At least she doesn't get off, with 35 mil, 30 mil from me. Might as well. Diddy's gonna do a couple of years in jail, but he's gonna come back and everybody's gonna forget. Dude, people are gonna forget, bro. Once this is done, people are gonna forget.
But Shannon, do you think he would get on another network?
He's not gonna get on another network. He's gonna be stuck in the podcast world. And it's gonna take him a while to get back, sponsors and all that. Because when I look at Joe Rogan, he, even during the whole COVID situation, he was saying a lot of anti-vaccination stuff, and people were against them, and people were like, "Oh, who's this guy?" and da 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 da. Especially with like the vaccine being like at a height as it was, where you could never tell somebody you're not vaccinated. They would like crucify you out here in New York.
Some crazy time.
You know what I mean? He was strongly against it. Now look at him. He has the biggest podcast on the internet.
Because he stayed in his lane, stayed in that lane. He
stayed on that lane. And he stayed true to himself. He supported Trump. Now he's talking bad about Trump. Right?
Because he got his own platform. He got his own shit.
His own money, self-made. And the people that's backing him, hey, they understand that. Joe's going to say whatever he want to say. All the conspiracies, all that other stuff.
Do you.
That's how you do. Shannon, you working with Disney, you better say the right things. You better be on your best behavior.
See, the thing about the podcast he got with Ocho Cinco, Chad Johnson, Nightcap, the things about it that makes it so funny, it's like they talk sports, but sometimes they kick back and talk BS. Like the most viral clips are them talking about, women. I don't know if he could do that now. Like if you bring up anything freaky, like,
So more like the camera on.
Yeah, like they would be talking about women. They would talk about life stuff. Like Shannon would share personal stories. Like that's what really made Nightcap. That's what bring in, because people who don't even have interest in sports like Nightcap, because Ocho and Shannon, they just shoot off the hip sometimes and just talk
as
shit.
If they was chilling at the crib.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like I remember he said this story of like him having sex with some woman. And then Chad was like, "Oh yeah, how many rounds?" He like, "How many rounds?" They're one round. I remember, and that blew up. But now I'm like, bro, can you even like talk about that type of stuff anymore? Like, cause you just finished this. So now
maybe that's what he was talking about.
Bro, like they got some hilarious clips that had nothing to do with sports, and it blew up. So I'm like, he'll be fine, but man, this is an expensive lesson. And I think he probably just gonna stay in the podcast space for a while. I mean, shoot. What if him and Skip Bayless hook back up again? Skip got fired from Fox.
Because he was in the scandal too.
So Skip is just doing his podcast. Well, I don't know, man. Like it's crazy, bro. So
yeah, no, this whole thing is insane. But at the end of the day, these guys got money still to survive. Skip is not broke.
Nah.
I'm sure he's probably like, yeah, I'm gonna retire from the game. Maybe he'll do his. I don't know what he's doing. Maybe he has a podcast. Maybe he's thinking about doing one.
Skip got a podcast. I don't watch it.
Yeah, I didn't even know. We'll say that. I didn't even know he had one. So hey, I guess a new regime is coming in right now, and we'll just have to see. We'll see what Shannon's gonna do. I'm sure the Nightcap is still gonna go on because you're gonna have his core base.
Got no choice.
You know what I mean?
Gotta do something.
Club Shay, is gonna go on. Maybe some other sponsors. Hey, maybe we could be a sponsor on it. It might be cheaper to be put the logo, the Straight Up Naughty logo at the side. It might be a little cheaper, But it's crazy. It's crazy. But Dr. Umar and Shannon, most two disappointing people to end out this month right now. Like
man, it's great. Who are you more disappointed in?
I'm more disappointed in Dr. Umar because it was for so long that he was doing that, and the message that he was giving was not like it was for entertainment. It was like you having a little movement for the black community, and then you do this stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? And then Shannon, I'm not too disappointed with him, like as much as Dr. Umar, but my thing is, if you're going to say you're going to fight them in court, you fight them in court. You got the money. You got the money to do it.
And the thing about it, that girl retired one time.
go on to social media. What was it? Instagram? Yeah, I'd like to thank everybody that was supporting. Because she got her bag now.
Generational wealth.
She got her damn bag. You think she need to do that anymore? How many? Wasn't there some other OnlyFans girl that she was doing some wild, crazy stuff? And she retired from OnlyFans. She made $65 million. Another girl made $15 million. That bad baby girl made about $10 million.
But she sued for $10 million?
No. Like from the OnlyFans.
From OnlyFans.
From OnlyFans. Like they're making all this money and they retire. Like they stop because they're like, yo, I'm set. Like I don't need to keep doing that. You know. So it's like he should have seen the trend and be like, yo, I'm gonna fight you in court so you don't get no money. Yeah, she could have got 5, 1, 2 mil. You know, after it's all said and done, you wouldn't be giving up 30, 35 mil. Dude's a clown. But
yeah. I don't know.
Who are you more disappointed in?
It's tough, bro. The reason why I feel like my answer should be Dr. Umar, but the reason why I'm leaning Shannon is because, bro, for years I seen this man say that he learned lessons. Oh, don't do this. Scold Ocho Cinco or Chad Johnson because of the way he acts. He gives off this persona like, I'm disciplined. I got my shit in order. I know what I'm doing. I'm not doing anything childish. I'm particular. He used to always say things like, I know who to hang around with.
Cap.
I remember he did some interview. He like, man, I'm just home. I don't want to get in trouble, so I don't.
Cap.
So now seeing this, it's like, bro, you was just fronting this whole time. You was doing stupid shit behind closed doors. Again, technically he did nothing illegal because she's of age, but it's like, bro, like, you're damn near 60 years old. 60.
That is so sad.
I know I think his kids are older than that. Yeah, he got a daughter. He took a picture with his daughter. His daughter older than that.
Dude, that girl could be his daughter.
That.
You know what I mean? Like that's the most craziest shit to me. It's like,
so
dude,
it's like, what are you doing, bro? Like, so it's like, I don't know, man. Like, they both. I'm both disappointed in them, but yeah, it's just like, Shannon, man, you just gave this off like, yeah, I stay out the way. This is how I handle my business. And I think he was getting a little bit too cocky too, and then life calmed him down, man.
Oh yeah, he got humbled real nice, real well. The humbleness came and said, boy, know your place. Disney came in and said, yeah, we ain't messing with none of that BS. Because, Disney trying to keep a good image, and they know them other people would come on and say, oh, you have a so-and-so person on your network, and this, that, and this, that, So, hey.
Yeah.
But in more sad news, there was a shooting in New York City. When that happened, like 2 days ago?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
2 days ago.
Yeah, shooting happened. What was the guy's name? You can look up the name, but it's not even worth even saying his name. We don't even want to give him like any credit or anything like that. But he basically went into a building in Manhattan and went and came in with an AR-15 style type of weapon and started shooting people. Apparently, he came from Las Vegas or Nevada, the state, and drove to New York to commit this heinous crime. So I think he shot and killed, was it about 3 people or 4 people? While
I think it was 4.
Yeah, while one of them was a cop.
One was a cop.
First and foremost, I want to say RIP to the victims, and it's very sad because these are people's family members, somebody's mother, father, sister, that was just lost in some sort of tragedy like that's basically unprovoked. But I just don't understand why people think they could come in, especially in New York, and just start killing people for no reason.
Yeah, bro. It's sad. I don't think there was any motive behind it. I mean, I saw different reports. He was mad at the NFL, claiming he got CTE. But, I just know people lost their families. Lost their loved ones. Like the cop that died.
Mm-hmm.
Wife is currently pregnant. 2 kids that they already have.
Dang.
Gone. And I'm thinking about things like, damn, like you wake up that morning next to your loved one and you think it's going to be a normal day. Like, hey, I'm just going to work. I'll be back home at this time. And she get that news while she's pregnant.
Dang.
So now, I'm pretty sure she has family, but at the same time, it's like, now you're a widow. Having to raise 2 kids and a baby on the way. On your own. And there was another person that got shot. There was a woman. She worked for Blackstone. She was a high executive. Husband and 2 kids left behind. And, people will say some of the dumbest stuff online. Some people were saying, because, Blackstone, I guess, were responsible for, taking over homes, buying homes. And they were like, hey, this is the reason why we have a housing crisis. Mm-hmm. Y'all buying up all the homes for families that families could use. And she was a high executive. So people were saying, like, it's karma. Just a bunch of nonsense.
I mean, that's kind of going back to the United Healthcare CEO.
Yeah, I saw people comparing it to that. And I was like, bro, y'all just be saying some of the stupidest shit. All I know is that her husband and 2 kids can no longer see her anymore. Because, again, you wake up thinking you're going to work. It's a regular day, bro. We both work. We both wake up and just like, all right, go to work or come home. Like, you got your day planned.
Yeah.
Like, I wake up and like, all right, let me go to work. Man, I'm going to come home, eat dinner, spend time with the fam. And then some people just don't come home.
Yeah. And
like, it's sad. It's a tragedy.
You say you're going to do something, that could be your last day. You don't know. And especially for the way it happened, it's like you going into the office, you going into your building, and some shit like that goes down. It's like, what the hell, But my condolences out to the families, and RIP to the victims, because again, especially in New York, people just hustling, bustling, trying to make a living, trying to survive out here. This is an expensive city. Whether you're a CEO, not regular dude, I'm sure all the people that was killed, one of them was worked for Blackwater or whatever it's called, and they were making money. But at the end of the day, that person got a family, and the ones that weren't making millions or a couple hundreds of thousands of dollars was trying to pay their bills, pay their rent, pay their Metro card fee for the month. You know what I'm saying? Like, people had their own issues, starting a family, when you're bringing in a new life into their world, and it'll come back to say, yeah, gun control, gun, rights, like where.
Bro, this happened in New York.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
gun-free zones, like some of the strictest gun laws in the country.
And that's the thing. And the guy was a cop, wasn't he? Was he a previous cop or something like that? I seen some pictures of like him with like some. I don't know. It's just too much stuff. I don't even want to give him too much airtime.
Yeah.
But maybe when we've talked about this, New York was to have a little bit more relaxed gun laws for stable, vetted citizens, we'd probably have less shootings or shootings of this magnitude happening.
The one thing I do agree with, and I know the right doesn't agree with, I do think you should go through some type of background check and vetting process if you want to own a firearm. Like, if I want to operate a vehicle, I have to go take a test, I have to take a class, I have to prove that I can operate this vehicle on the road. Why wouldn't I have a similar process for a firearm? So, like, I think there should be at least have that. It's like, hey, if you want a gun, you gotta, there's a shooting range test or something. Like, you have to go through, see if you're mentally fit to hold a gun. I think you should, do them type of things.
How do you respond under pressure?
Exactly.
Do you automatically you get angry and because somebody says something, you get your gun, or somebody pushes you and you run and get your gun? Like, what are certain circumstances where it's warranted that you need to use a gun to defend yourself? That's what they should have, like classes like that.
That's what I think they should have.
Because look, people use cars and run people over. They did that in Louisiana. During the Mardi Gras, some dude driving, crushing people.
Yeah, I remember.
You know what I mean? So what does that mean? Like, again, at least we put him in there was a test to get a license. You had to get your permit, then you have to do a road test, and then you can get your license. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly. There's so many things to do. So, that's what I think we should have. People should deserve the right to protect themselves. Because, like, by my job, bro, like, there's a gun-free zone that I walk by sometimes. And I'm like, what does this mean? Like, if somebody wanted to do some damage, they could still have the gun and pull it out. Because you go through the trains. Again, I can't speak for every train system, but majority of the trains, you go through, there's no metal detector or anybody patting you down. Like, you can carry a gun. You can ride the train with a gun. You could get out with this gun-free zone. You think any criminals are buying, like, oh, this is a gun-free zone. Let me make sure I don't shoot in this zone here. No. The criminals and the people who don't abide by the law are going to break the law. They're going to still carry the guns in that zone. So that's why I'm like, you put in all these rules, regulations thing around carrying a gun, and, you still have things like this happen. It's unfortunate, but... This goes to my point. I always said this, and I said those previous episodes. What is New York going to do about the people who are criminals, who don't follow the laws? What are you going to do about that?
And you know what? There was one thing I saw on social media that somebody said. They're like, oh, New Yorkers are lucky that the guy killed himself, right? And he said, because if he didn't, and they arrested him, they would have let him out on bail the next day.
Oh, my God.
And I was like, you know what? That is kind of true. They'd probably, like, let him out, recovery and all this BS. No, the recovery should have been done from beforehand, before he even got hands on a weapon. You know what I'm saying? The psychological test should have been done before he got the weapon, not after he killed somebody.
Bro, and not to even bring politics into this, but this is why I was saying when we talked about Mondani. People complaining, because they was complaining, saying like he has CTE, basically because he played football. So, all the knocks to the head caused him to get CTE. So kind of claiming that something was mentally wrong with him. So if this is a case of mental health, how are the people that you want to bring in? You want to bring in like some type of mental health specialist. Are they prepared for stuff like that?
Oh, yeah.
Are they prepared for combat like that?
Yeah, they're gonna wear a bulletproof vest with a pen and notepad to walk up to that guy and talk to him.
This is what I'm saying. like you said, we're not gonna have no more cops. You're gonna bring in these social workers into the train. Are they prepared for this?
Yo, do they know what type of social workers is out here in New York? He must not know.
This is what I'm saying. So it's like, this is a case of like, all right, you trying to claim mental, that he was mentally unfit. They're like, yo, some of these people who are mentally unfit, they carry guns.
Yes.
They carry guns.
Knives.
So are the people that you want to bring in that are not cops ready for this type of combat?
Combat. It's combat.
That's all I'm at. I'm just asking questions.
And I'm going to tell you, Shaquela ain't going to put her life on the line because she got 2 kids at home. Yep. She collecting her little food stamps and getting her child support money. She ain't going to put her life on the line for that. Nope, she's not. She is not. And I don't blame her either, bro. I don't blame her either.
She ain't signed up for that.
But yeah, yo, shoot. That's some crazy shit. But in a nutshell, guys, let us know what you think about Dr. Umar. And do you think it's a scam? Do you think he's telling the truth? Do you think it's fishy that your personal account that's linked to your personal account that's linked to your business or FDMG school account is frozen? Type suspicious. Shannon Sharpe. He folded. Ended up paying this girl what people are speculating up to $30 to $35 million. Even if it's $20 million, that's still a lot of money.
It's a lot of money.
She quit OnlyFans and she is living her life. And the unfortunate events of the shooting that happened in New York City. Should we really have like some more push for better security in New York City in these gun-free zones, or at least loosen up on some of the requirements to have a weapon so people can defend themselves, especially if we're in a crowded area where anyone can come from any state and bring anything over state lines? And additionally, on a federal level, should we add some more requirements, especially in the southern states, to purchase a weapon? Meaning you have to take a shooting gun range class, psychological exam to make sure you understand your role, responsibility, and laws that come with owning a weapon. Let us know in the comments. We're here to hear. We're here to listen. You got anything else you want to add?
Nah, I'm excited to hear y'all thoughts on this. Very good episode. A lot going on. Yeah.
Yep. So with that being said, I'm Rich. I'm signing out.
D signing out.
Deuce to see you guys in the next one.
Later.